Welcome to Park Center High School for Tri-Metro Conference Baseball on CCX Sports. As today it is the Cooper Hawks making the journey over from New Hope to take on Park Center, Columbia Heights, Maranatha. I'm Jay Wilcox. It is a sunny, warm, and breezy afternoon here for this one as we head down the home stretch of the regular season for these teams. And good season, especially for Park Center and company here, as they are in second place in the Tri-Metro Conference, still in the hunt for the title. They had suffered a tough loss to Kennedy that hurt their chances, but they did beat Holy Angels, handed them their only league loss in their second meeting. So they're still very much in the hunt, but need to take care of business against a Cooper team that's definitely improved and doing some good things. They just a couple of days ago were very competitive against Holy Angels, 4-1 loss on Wednesday. And they've played actually pretty tough both times against Holy Angels. And Rob Eberle, the Hawks coach, said, you know, when we're on, we can compete with teams. They know they're the underdog here today in this one. And you know, we'll have to wait and see how it goes. But they do feel better about their chances to be in some of these games with the top teams in the league. And Park Center, Columbia Heights, Maranatha, meanwhile, winning 6 of their last 8. They've already won in double figures. And they kind of want to take care of business today, but at the same time, you don't want to really think of it that way. You want to have this as an opportunity to come out, play well on a nice day in front of home fans here and everything too, and see if you can take care of business. So against a Cooper team that they beat pretty handily in both meetings last spring in the 2025 season. We are going to see a couple of the better pitchers really on these teams today too. You never know later in the week if you're going to get that, but Cooper's Owen Vetter, coach, saying he's probably their number one guy overall. And we're going to see Grant Iverson for the Pirates, who is one of 3 guys who have done the bulk of their pitching this season. They've got most of their starts between the trio of Iverson and Adam Asen. And then also got a lot of innings worked from Cooper Peterson as well. We'll take a timeout, come back with the start of today's game.
For 90 years, Connection has been at the heart of everything they do at Topline Financial Credit Union. Their team is passionate about connecting with you to help you reach your financial dreams. For some, they're here for your first, like your first checking account, first car, or first home. For others, they're here for those next steps, whether it's remodeling your home, saving for retirement, or starting a small business. Become a Topline member and let them be a part of your big moments. Visit toplinecu.com, because connected, we all do better. Federally insured with the NCUA, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Welcome back here. A nice afternoon at Park Center for baseball today. Although, as I mentioned, the breeze is blowing pretty good. We might, if somebody can get one up in the air, it's blowing out to left field, but we'll have to see. So you can look at Grant Iverson completing his warm-up tosses, making his 5th appearance. He's started 4 games, a record of 2-2, 4.27 ERA. In 21 on the 30s, allowed 20 hits. Walked 15, struck out 26, so a little higher walk number than you'd like, but he is striking out over a batter an inning. And here's the lineup that he will face for Cooper. Wyatt Dean, the shortstop, leads it off. Then Cole Peltier, the second baseman. Chris Giroux, the third baseman. Then it's Jacob Herzog at first. Owen Vetter, the pitcher. Jack Berry in center. Tyler Allen in left. Griffin Gilmore in right field. And Riley Viersba, the catcher, hits in the 9 slot. Hawks a little short-handed. They only have 10 players with today, so they have to hope everything stays the same. So Dean stepping in to lead things off here for Cooper. First pitch, swings and pops that one up. Coach Bernard Brinkley for the Pirates said Iverson has a mix of pitches and he likes to work quick. This one has popped up, short left field. Little bit of a battle with the breeze, but no real difficulty out there for Baylor Miller to haul that one in. One gone here in the top of the first. Cole Peltier will bat now for Cooper. Takes that one up and in, ball one. That one way outside, so 2-0 now to Peltier. Big cut and a miss there, and now 2-1 as Iverson comes back with a strike. And that one misses. 3-1 now to Peltier, trying to get aboard here with one out in the top of the first for Cooper. Another rip and a miss here, so the count will run full now to the Hawks' second baseman. And that'll be a called third strike as Iverson battles back after being down on the count. Hits the outside corner with that one, and now two gone, and Chris Giroux will be the batter. Another look at that pitch, kind of tailing away, and I think Peltier felt it might have been a little off the plate, but gets rung up. Takes ball one. And ball two. Coach Eberle for Cooper said he likes the way that their team has progressed, that they just made strides to being more competitive. He said, I'm confident we'll play well today. He said, I don't, whether we can actually beat them or not, we'll wait and see, but there's the defensive alignment for PCM today. And taken up high for ball, and Giroux is aboard with two outs in the top of the first with a walk. And Jacob Herzog will be the batter here for Cooper. Throw to first, gets off the tip of the glove there of Corshane, but not terribly far away, and I don't think there's any reason to gamble there. Giroux, not the fastest of the Hawks either, but probably weren't going to advance regardless on that one. There's a strike. Missed with that one, and it's 1-1 here to Herzog. Had a cut but didn't get it. All in two strikes here now to Herzog as Iverson trying to work around that 2-out walk and get his team a chance to come up to the plate. Rip and a miss, and he'll get his second strikeout of the inning, and the Hawks are done on the top of the first. No runs, no hits, no errors. There was one left aboard as he finishes him off, throwing it by him there. So after a half inning, Cooper nothing, and the Pirates getting set to bat. Nolan Schneider, their center fielder, will lead it off, and then it'll be Adam Asen at second base. Kennedy Cap, the catcher. Nevin Johnson at short. Will Corshane at first. Jason Knutson in right. Evan Goethals, who's DHing for the pitcher, hits in the 7th slot. Then Charlie Asen and Baylor Miller. Defensive alignment here for Cooper. You've got Giroux, Dean, Peltier, and Herzog around the infield. Allen, Berry, and Gilmore in the outfield. And Riley Vieira's behind the plate. And Owen Vetter doing the pitching. Not a real hard thrower, but he locates the ball pretty well. And Coach Eberle said really happy with the way he's developed as a pitcher at thinking the game. Spotting his pitch as well, getting some movement. Definitely not a guy who's going to overpower anybody, but he's shown an ability to kind of, between having some movement and being able to locate the ball, is, kind of been able to keep some teams off stride a little bit. And a lot is made of velocity, and rightly so. I mean, that's certainly part of it, but I guarantee you most hitters would rather face a guy who throws harder and puts the ball right over the middle of the plate than somebody who moves it around and maybe throws even, a little slower than what you're used to. It can throw the timing off, so. Got his warm-up tosses done. The fact that we've got a couple more days before they play again, too, I mean, it helps you pitching-wise as you get a look at Coach Brinkley for PCM. We understand they don't have any actual Columbia Heights students on their varsity roster, so they've been kind of going by PCM now. Nolan Schneider stepping in to lead it off. 341 average for him this year. A couple of doubles and a triple. 22 runs scored, which you love for your leadoff guy. Easily leads them in that category. That one is over for a strike. Schneider trying to get aboard here to lead off the bottom of the first. Off speed popped up. It's going to get out of play, it looks like. There's quite a bit of room in foul ground. Boy, it didn't actually get all the way out, but not quite able to get there was Giroux. Yeah, there's a lot of room down left field to be able to run balls down, too, if it comes to that. So 3-2 pitch coming up. And there's ball 4 as Schneider works out a walk to begin the first inning here for the Pirates. And Adam Asen will be the hitter for PCM.
Second baseman, number 22, Adam Asen.
Mason's average maybe not as high as he would like or expect to see, coming off a really good year last year, hitting .268, but still definitely a very dangerous hitter. Couple of doubles, a triple. He's driven in 6, also been one of their best pitchers. Schneider has stolen 19 bases, so let's just say it wouldn't be a huge shock to see him start taken for a strike here by Asen. He is going this time. Throw down is a pretty good one, but still not in time to get Schneider as he will swipe it. Viersba, a pretty good throw here. It's on target and everything, but still easily taking that base with Schneider as you got a pretty good jump, and then you don't have a very hard thrower out there as well. And off speed there is over for a strike. One and two here to Asen. And lifting one to short center, a long run, but the catch is made. Bluff tag, but not going anywhere. So good read by Barry to get there. Coach Eberle said their outfield defense has generally been pretty good, especially with Barry in center. I mean, honestly, off the bat, I thought this one might possibly fall in, but hung up just enough. Barry gets there and hits the cutoff as well. So Kennedy Cap will be the batter now for PCM. Cap hitting at .381 this year, 13 runs batted in, a team high figure. Takes that one up just high, a couple of doubles. Also has walked 7 times. So certainly one of their better hitters, maybe the best, all said and done this year. Interesting spot here where, you know, Schneider, could he steal third? Probably so, but sometimes you don't necessarily want that because you want to keep those middle infielders occupied a little bit. Ball in the dirt, he is going to advance. So it just got away, and Schneider able to pick up third on that wild pitch. So runner at third, one out for Cap. Better still going to work from the windup here. That one high and in. Three and 0, but I got to believe if anybody's going to have the green light, it would be Cap. Yeah, taken all the way, and it is a strike. Infield staying back here, obviously this early in the game, and only one out. No real need to try too hard to cut down that run as compared to trying to get it out. Pitch is in the dirt, blocked. It is ball 4, but it does keep Schneider from coming home at least. So Cap aboard with one out, first and third, and we'll probably see a courtesy runner, I think, here.
Also entering courtesy runner number 17, Justin Kokotovich.
Justin Kokotovich will run as a courtesy runner for the catcher, Cap. Now Nevin Johnson will bat. Johnson hitting .314, couple of doubles, 9 runs batted in. See if the Pirates get something going here with runners at the corners and stay out of the double play and maybe draw a throw. That pitch is over for a strike and no movement on the bases there. Viersba blocking that one. Little tapper to the shortstop. Run's going to score. A little double clutch, but just got the out. As Wyatt Dean able to get there. He'll get Johnson, but Johnson does get an RBI as Schneider, who's a quick runner, easily scores from third here.
Next up at Park Center, first baseman, Will Corshane.
So 2 outs, a run in, and Kokotovich now at second base for the Pirates as Will Corshane, the first baseman, stepping in. Hitting .282. He has a couple of doubles, 11 runs batted in. Over for a strike. Cut and a miss, and Vetter trying to get out of the inning here with only that 1 run allowed. Corshane has other ideas. Back through the middle, he'll get past the pitcher and into center field for a base hit. They're going to wave the runner around, and he will score. 2-0 Pirates. Corshane didn't crush that one, but he got enough of it to get it past Vetter, and then there was no real shot for the middle infielders to get to it. So 2-0 lead for PCM. RBI single for Corshane. Another look, it just got enough on it to knock it past Vetter. So Jason Knutson will hit. Runner at first, 2 outs, 2 runs in. Knutson, a little dribbler right down the first base line. It is foul. Jason hitting at 182 for the season, 1 doubled. He does have 8 runs batted in. So even though the average isn't super high, it shows he's not been an easy out, a productive hitter with those 8 RBIs. And again, talked about this many times. Ooh, and he stings that one to third. Giroux, though, a nice backhand stop. Can he get him? Yes. Excellent play defensively by Giroux to help the Hawks get out of the inning. So they end on a good note, although the Pirates do get 2 runs in the inning on 1 base hit. No errors and 1 left aboard. After an inning, it is 2-0 Park Center, Maranatha.
For 90 years, Connection has been at the heart of everything they do at Topline Financial Credit Union. Their team is passionate about connecting with you to help you reach your financial dreams. For some, they're here for your first, like your first checking account, first car, or first home. For others, they're here for those next steps, whether it's remodeling your home, saving for retirement, or starting a small business. Become a Topline member and let them be a part of your big moments. Visit toplinecu.com, because connected, we all do better. Federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Owen Vetter stepping in to lead off the top of the second for Cooper. The Hawks pitcher swings and misses at the first offering here from Grant Iverson, so 0-1. In on the hands and fouls that one away. Ooh, and he throws a fastball by him there. Vetter down on strikes. 3rd strikeout already now for Iverson, and Jack Berry will be the hitter. Had to be protecting with 2 strikes. Pitch was up and maybe a little in, but that's what getting ahead in the count does for you. Chances are, if it's not 2 strikes, Vetter probably would lay off that one. Barry a cut and a miss. Just missed with that one. Pirates, as a team, ERA of 2.18. That's pretty good. There's a strike. Rip and a miss, and down on strikes goes Barry. Back-to-back Ks to begin the inning here for Iverson, and now it'll be Tyler Allen. Just belt high, or a little above, and threw that one past him. Big cut and a miss. Allen swinging through that fastball. Iverson looking sharp here in inning 2. There's a strike, off speed. Ooh, got him to swing and miss again at that one, and that'll be strikeout number 3 of the inning for Iverson, and 5 so far through 2. No runs, no hits, no one left. Go to the bottom of 2. It is 2-0 PCM.
Thank you to our supporting sponsor, Scott's Lawn Care, serving homes and businesses of their neighbors in the Twin Cities West Metro area. Scott's Lawn Care team offers services ranging from weekly maintenance to complete redesign. Also, Scott's Lawn Care offers snow plowing services for the smallest residential lots to large commercial projects as well. Thank you, Scott's Lawn Care, for being a supporting sponsor of CCX Media.
Food isn't just fuel to live, it's fuel to grow. My family relied on public assistance to help provide meals for us. These meals fueled my involvement in theater and the arts as a child, which fostered my love for acting. The Feeding America network of food banks helps millions of people put food on the table. When people are fed, futures are nourished. Join the movement to end hunger, and together we can open endless possibilities for people to thrive. Visit feedingamerica.org/actnow.
Good crowd on hand here, and the sun coming back out now. It wasn't for a moment, and it's actually not as warm as I was sort of expecting out here, and we're seeing that reflected in some of the, jackets still required a little bit here. Bottom third of the order coming up for the Pirates. 7, 8, 9 hitters. Evan Goethals will lead it off, the DH against Owen Vetter, and that first inning was kind of some good and bad for both teams, I think. Pirates got 2 runs, but Vetter was able to work out of the inning with Giroux with a very nice defensive play. And that's, the good news for the Hawks. I mean, yeah, you're not looking to give up 2 runs per inning or anything like that, but they didn't kick the ball around. Made a couple of solid plays in the field. The center fielder, Barry, making a, not quite routine catch, but a nice running catch. And then that very good play backhanding went by the third baseman. So, overall, not terrible defensive inning and not terribly pitched inning, but at the same time for the Pirates, if you can average 2 runs per inning, you're going to win a lot of games. Goethals, hard one hopper, snared at short, and Dean able to throw him out. That's one where he either gets it cleanly or he doesn't, because it was outside of his frame of his body. He didn't really have a chance to slide over in front of it. Just kind of put that glove out, and fortunately for the Hawks, he got it. And Charlie Asen will be the hitter now for PCM. Mason hitting at .242, 8 hits, all singles. 3 runs batted in, 4 runs scored. Up and away with that one. And way high and away again for Vetter. There's a strike. Baylor Miller, the on-deck hitter for PCM. Off speed, lifted to left. And no trouble with that one for Allen. So 2 gone here in the bottom of the second. And Baylor Miller will bat.
Baylor Miller.
The wind, I wouldn't say is, gone away by any means, but maybe not quite as strong as it was blowing earlier, and absolutely no trouble out there reading that one for Allen. So Baylor Miller hitting in the 9 slot, but wow, he's at .457 this year. 12 runs scored, so like kind of what you love to see at the bottom of the order, a guy who can get the ball in play, get on base, and kind of restart things. Skies this one out to left center. It's going to be Barry, the center fielder, making the catch. And a nice 1-2-3 inning for Vetter and the Hawks. No runs, no hits, and nobody left on for PCM in the second. We've completed 2 innings. It's 2-0, Park Center, Columbia Heights, Maranatha.
CCX Media is the first place you go for local news and sports. But did you know you can sign up for those stories to go straight to your inbox on our website? Simply go to ccxmedia.org. Click on the subscribe button, and from there choose which notifications you want to receive. Then we'll send your favorite CCX Media news, sports, and city events straight to your inbox. Sign up now at ccxmedia.org.
We head to inning number 3 here on CCX Sports. Thanks for joining us for Tri-Metro Conference Baseball. Cooper and Park Center, Columbia Heights, Maranatha pitch low. Griffin Gilmore, the right fielder for Cooper, leading it off, and he is looking to get aboard here as Iverson having a little trouble throwing strikes here to start the inning anyway. That one is over for a strike. Iverson struck out the side in the second. Now 3-1 here to Gilmore, leading off the third. Fouls that one back. And missed with that one, so Gilmore draws a leadoff walk here in the third. Second walk given up by Iverson. Another look at that one as it's low. Biersba, the catcher and number 9 hitter, stepping in here for Cooper. Squares around, takes it for a strike. Runner is going, and the throw a little bit offline, and Gilmore able to take second. I think a really accurate throw might have had him here as the ball beats him there, but you see it tails a little bit toward first. There was also some confusion, it looked like, on who was going to be taking that throw. So that's one thing, not the communication that the Pirates would have liked there. See if they might be thinking bunt even still with him over to second. Doesn't look like it. That's a strike. So Cooper, I don't think that was what they had in mind. I think straight steal wasn't really what they were targeting, but it ends up working out. And that'll be a called third strike as Viersbacant looking here for the first out of the inning. Iverson, 6 strikeouts so far. Yeah, that one too good to take with 2 strikes. Wyatt Dean, the shortstop, will step in here for Cooper. He flied to left field to begin the game. That one missing, 1-0. Down to short. They'll get the out. Runner does move over, though, as Gilmore able to take third. So Dean out, but a productive out as he moves the runner up. So runner at third and 2 outs now for Cole Peltier. Up and in with that one. Peltier took a called third strike his first time up. First ground ball out that we've had from Cooper batters here in this game. There's a strike. Strike 2. 1-2 now to Peltier as Iverson looking to shut the door here with that runner at third. Little tapper back to the pitcher. Iverson up with it, and he will flip to first as they get the out and get out of the inning. Cooper in the third. No runs, no hits, no errors. They leave 1 as we go to the bottom of 3. It stays at 2-0 PCM.
For 90 years, Connection has been at the heart of everything they do at Topline Financial Credit Union. Their team is passionate about connecting with you to help you reach your financial dreams. For some, they're here for your first, like your first checking account, first car, or first home. For others, they're here for those next steps, whether it's remodeling your home, saving for retirement, or starting a small business. Become a Topline member and let them be a part of your big moments. Visit toplinecu.com because connected, we all do better. Federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Welcome back here to Park Center High School as the Park Center Columbia Heights Maranatha Pirates leading Cooper 2-0 as we go to the bottom of the third. Top of the order coming up here. Nolan Schneider leading it off for the Pirates. And bounces it to second. Nice backhand stop and play made by Peltier. So 1 pitch and 1 out here in the third. Schneider walked and scored the first run of the game in the first, and this time he will bounce out to second. Nice play. Peltier getting 2 with the backhand, and again, as we mentioned the first time, Schneider runs well, so that's where you're glad you're at second base and having to make a short throw there. We can get the out. Adam Asen is the batter, takes a pitch up high for ball. He flied to center field his first time up, so 0 for 1. And now 2-0. chase that one, and now 2-1. And that one is over for a strike because Vetter, sometimes a guy like him you describe as, slow and slower, but he got a good mix, keeping him off balance. Fouled out of play here. Two pitch is down low, and it's full count here to Asen. Pirates got 2 in the second, and then Vetter had a 1-2-3, or they got 2 in the first, excuse me, and then a 1-2-3 second, and that'll be a called third strike. So Asen caught looking here for a strikeout for Vetter, and there are 2 outs here in the third. Kennedy Cap will be the hitter as you get another look. Ball, looks like it's certainly close enough that you gotta be thinking about swinging there. It started out up high, but probably crossed the plate at about the belt. Taken for a ball here. Cap walked, and his courtesy runner scored the second run of that first inning. That one's short of the plate. I haven't really seen a lot of hard hit balls yet today. And this one is tapped to short. Dean up with it, and throw dug out. Nice work over at first base as well there by Herzog. Another 1-2-3 inning as Cap goes down 6-3. Pirates in the third. No runs, no hits, and no one left. After 3 full, it's 2-0 Pirates.
CCX Media is the first place you go for local news and sports. But did you know you can sign up for those stories to go straight to your inbox on our website? Simply go to ccxmedia.org. Click on the subscribe button, and from there choose which notifications you want to receive. Then we'll send your favorite CCX Media news, sports, and city events straight to your inbox. Sign up now at ccxmedia.org.
Welcome back here to Park Center. Chris Giroux will step in to lead things off in the 4th inning as Cooper brings the 3-4-5 hitters up to the plate. Brief delay here because Kennedy Cap, the catcher for the Pirates, was the last hitter of that 3rd inning, so he obviously takes a moment to get that catcher's gear back on. Pretty well played ball game so far. I don't want to jinx anything here, but teams are getting after it pretty well here. Cooper's had to make a couple of strong defensive plays. So Giroux now will step in. He drew a walk in the 1st inning. One of a couple of base runners that Iverson has allowed.
Third baseman Chris Giroux.
Starts him with a strike. And breaking ball missing, 1-1. Still nice change to show him something different there, even though it didn't quite hit the strike zone. So 1-1 pitch. That one's up, 2-1. Tapper foul off his foot, so 2-2. Iverson calling Cap out, as it looked like maybe they were not quite on the same page with the signs there. And a rip and a miss, and Giroux goes down on the strikes. Whatever they talked about, it worked.
Next up for the Hawks, first baseman.
7th strikeout for Iverson. Just throws that high fastball by him. Herzog is the batter. And let's see, did he swing at this one? I would say yes. Yep. Herzog struck out his first time up. Pirates have drawn a couple of walks, but haven't really put much in play with any authority against Iverson. Cut and a miss. Cap drops it, so he will have to throw to first, and they get the out. 2 gone. 8 strikeouts now.
Number 15, Owen Better.
Good job by Cap to get out around so that you're not trying to throw over or through the runner there. Good mechanics there. Owen Better is the batter. And a rip and a miss there. He struck out his first time up. Began that quick second inning where Iverson struck out all 3 hitters he saw. Breaking ball misses outside, but Cap shaking or nodding his head, saying, "I like that pitch." Had a good movement on it, even though it ended up being out of the zone. That one just missing, 2-1. Throws that fastball by him, so 2-2. Iverson trying to duplicate his feat from the second inning and see if he can't fan the side here in the 4th. Ooh, sliced foul. That one really jammed better, but he at least fought it off. That one in the dirt, so 3 balls, 2 strikes here to the Cooper pitcher Better. And a cut and a miss, and Iverson does indeed strike out the side in the 4th as he did in the 2nd. No runs, no hits. No one left. We go to the bottom of 4. It remains 2-0 Pirates.
For 90 years, Connection has been at the heart of everything they do at Topline Financial Credit Union. Their team is passionate about connecting with you to help you reach your financial dreams. For some, they're here for your first, like your first checking account, first car, or first home. For others, they're here for those next steps, whether it's remodeling your home, saving for retirement, or starting a small business. Become a Topline member and let them be a part of your big moments. Visit toplinecu.com because connected, we all do better. Federally insured with the NCUA, Equal Opportunity Lender.
We go to the bottom of inning number 4. The 4, 5, 6 hitters coming up for Park Center, Columbia Heights, Maranatha. Evan Johnson, Will Corshane, Jason Knutson to face Owen Vetter, the Cooper right-hander, who, after a bit of a messy first inning, he gave up a couple of runs after walking a couple of hitters. They both scored, but he's had 1, 2, 3 second and third innings. And obviously he's not been as overpowering as Iverson, but been effective in his own right as well. Johnson stepping in. He grounded to short to drive in a run in the first. Trying to get aboard here to begin the fourth. Takes that one for a strike. I'm sure the Pirates hitters are coming back to the bench thinking, man, we should be lighting this guy up a little bit. He doesn't throw very hard, but as I mentioned, really been mixing him and locating pitches. And there's strike 2. That one misses high, 1 and 2. And a rip and a miss. Got him to chase that one. Second strikeout for Vetter, 1 out here in the 4th, and Corshane will be the batter. Corshane had an RBI single in the first, a bouncer through the box that got between or past the pitcher and then right up the middle. No chance for short or second to get it. There's a strike, and quick look through the book tells me that's the only base hit of the ball game so far. Corshane laid off that one. Takes that one outside for a ball. Swing and a miss. Lifts this one out to right center field, and Barry will track it down. Out number 2. That was one of those where it's not real clear cut whose ball that should be, so you got to communicate. As Corshane lifting that one, and Barry having to leap a little bit there. I know he could kind of feel the right fielder's presence, but stayed with it. Knutson, the hitter, that pitch just a bit short of the plate. Knutson hit that hard one hopper down the third baseline that Giroux, the third baseman for Cooper, made a real nice play on to get them out of the first. I would say feel confident in calling that the hardest hit ball of the game so far. It's a little soft pop up. That one's going to drop in right over the second baseman as Peltier couldn't get there, and it'll be the second hit of the game as Jason Knutson, a little flare single. Evan Goethals will be the hitter as he just put it in a good spot. Peltier read it relatively well, but he just couldn't quite get there, and it was obviously well in front of the center fielder. Runner is going. Pitch dropped, and that'll mean an easy steal for Knutson. Gothel's bounced to short his first time up. So Knutson into scoring position here. Pitch fouled away. Sure, in that first inning, the Pirates thought, well, we're going to, keep getting runners, keep scoring runs, but at least to this point, it hasn't really materialized. So they'd like to capitalize when they get this runner to second here in the fourth. There, off-speed pitch there, drops in for a strike. Pops this one up. And tough play, and the catch is made by Dean, the shortstop. Those are tough for third baseman. It's over his head. Shortstop has a better angle, but that was not easy. Pirates in the fourth, threaten but don't score. No runs, one hit. No errors, one left aboard. We've completed 4 innings. It's still a 2-run ball game here. Pirates leading Cooper.
CCX Media is the first place you go for local news and sports. But did you know you can sign up for those stories to go straight to your inbox on our website? Simply go to ccxmedia.org. Click on the subscribe button, and from there choose which notifications you want to receive. Then we'll send your favorite CCX Media news, sports, and city events straight to your inbox. Sign up now at ccxmedia.org.
And we head to inning number 5 here in Brooklyn Park. I'm Jay Wilcox. Thanks for joining us for Tri-Metro Baseball here on CCX Sports. Park Center, Columbia Heights, Maranatha got 2 in the bottom of the first, and then that's all we've had so far as we head to the 5th. Jack Berry, Tyler Allen, Griffin Gilmore, the 6, 7, 8 hitters due here for Cooper. And that guy, Grant Iverson's been pretty untouchable so far. He has fanned 9 through 4 innings.
Center fielder Jack Berry.
Berry, a strikeout victim, his first time up in the second. Ooh, high and tight with that one. And way outside there, 2-0. And is ball 3. So Berry up in the count here, trying to see if he can get on with this 3-0 count. That one is over for a strike, 3-1. Rip and a miss, and now full. And that one is inside for ball 4 as Berry will draw a leadoff walk here in the 5th. Third walk issued by Iverson.
Tyler Allen.
Tyler Allen will be the hitter. Throw to first. Relatively close play there. Berry, I think, is a pretty good base runner. I don't know, though, down 2 runs like this if you want to be, and let's just say you don't want to get picked off. Whew, Allen coming out of his shoes there on that big swing. Didn't get it. He was a strikeout victim his first time up. He's not alone in that regard, that's for sure. Another throw over to first. And another rip and a miss. Cap trying to frame that one up. Bring it up a little, might have been low. Again, it looks like Iverson and Cap a little bit of trouble. Not sure if he's not able to see the sign well enough. That one will be a called third strike at the knees. Kind of one of those where if you're Allen, you're not going to get it twice in a row, that pitch that's close. Is it low? Maybe, but close enough. Gilmore will be the hitter. That one definitely a strike. Gilmore drew a walk his first time up. That one moved him off the play, 1-1. And that one missing. 2-1. Iverson's 2-1 pitch coming here to Gilmore. That one a strike. 2-2. And that is a called third strike, second in a row that he's caught looking. 2 gone here in the 5th. And Riley Viersba will be the batter. He struck out looking his first time through. Swing and a miss here. Iverson, other than a little bit of control trouble, he's been dynamite. Takes that one for a ball. Umpire warning Iverson that you need to, if you go to your mouth, you have to wipe that hand off, so they put in a new ball. There's a strike. Breaking ball low, Cap, nice stop. You have the confidence to throw that too, and you got a good catcher back there. And that one hanging up high, so Viersba doing a good job not helping him out here. So 3-2, top of the order up for Cooper next, if Viersba can keep the inning alive. He cannot. Called third strike. 3 in a row to end the inning. Another dominant inning for Iverson. No runs, no hits, and 1 left to board as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. It is still 2-0.
CCX Media is the first place you go for local news and sports. But did you know you can sign up for those stories to go straight to your inbox on our website? Simply go to ccxmedia.org. Click on the subscribe button, and from there choose which notifications you want to receive. Then we'll send your favorite CCX Media news, sports, and city events straight to your inbox. Sign up now at ccxmedia.org.
8-9 one-hitters coming up for Park Center Columbia Heights Maranatha in the bottom of the fifth. Owen Vetter, Cooper pitcher, has been very solid, if not as dominant as Iverson, but obviously done a good job as well here. So Asen, the third baseman, flied to left field his first time up, so 0 for 1. Lays off that one for ball 1. Again, the pitchers have done it in very different ways. Iverson has been really dominant, throwing hard and striking people out. Vetter not as much, but been effective as well. Outside there, 2-0. And now 3-0. That one is a strike. And strike 2. As Vetter trying to battle back here and get the out after starting out with a little trouble hitting his spots. And this one lifted out to short center. Barry coming on. Able to make the catch. Wow. Nice grab there of that sinking liner. Mentioned that Barry is pretty decent defensively. Asen. And the ball did come out eventually, but nobody seemed to question that. He had already been ruled a catch at that point. So 1 out. That's why I kind of hesitated to call it an out for sure, as I saw the ball did come out. But Baylor Miller takes a strike. He flied to center field his first time up. Miller got a very unusual stance there, start of his stance there, kind of rocks back then to short, and one hop pickup, and they'll get the out. Dean does it again. I don't know that you necessarily like the technique there, as he didn't get in front of that ball, just kind of snaring it. I'm sure in the Pirates bench they're kind of thinking, look what I found, but still made the play, 2 gone. And Nolan Schneider will hit now for the Pirates. That went over for a strike. Schneider scored the first run of the game back in the first inning after walking, stealing second, and then advancing to third on a wild pitch. Came in on a ground ball. And there's another strike. Tapper down to second. Ooh, Peltier had to stay with that hop. Throw not going to be in time. Schneider able to beat it out. Infield hit there for Nolan Schneider. That ball, a little bit of a bad hop it looked like on Peltier, and up into his midsection. You see the point of really running things out, and he's just able to beat that one out. So an infield hit for Schneider. Adam Asen is the batter. See if that can spark an inning here for the Pirates. There are already 2 outs, but boy, a great example there of you can't be disappointed if, you oh, shoot, he got me to hit a ground ball and kind of hang your head just for a second there. He ran right away. This is going to be a balk. So Schneider will advance on the balk. Very good base stealer. And heading for third would not be out of the question here as well. Mason laid off that one. He flied to center and then struck out looking. So 0 for 2. Runner is going. Throw down to third. Not in time. Schneider able to swipe third, his second steal of the day. I know he's over 20 for the season now. Another look, throw. Not bad, but not quite good enough to be in a spot where you just, slide into the tag. One and 2 count here to Asen. Runner at third now with 2 outs. High and away with that one. And that one is over for a strike to bring the inning to an end. So Vetter able to work out of trouble here in the 5th. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. After 5 full, we stay at 2-0.
CCX Media is the first place you go for local news and sports. But did you know you can sign up for those stories to go straight to your inbox on our website? Simply go to ccxmedia.org. Click on the subscribe button, and from there choose which notifications you want to receive. Then we'll send your favorite CCX Media news, sports, and city events straight to your inbox. Sign up now at ccxmedia.org.
We head to inning number 6 here, the top of the order coming up for Cooper against Grant Iverson. I'm going to say he's had some magic in that blue glove, but more so it's been the right arm. As he has really been able to mow through the Hawks, striking out the side 3 times. So Wyatt Dean will lead off inning number 6 here for Cooper.
Leading off the 6 for the Hawks, shortstop number 3, Wyatt Dean.
Oh, and Dean is hit by a pitch, beginning the 6th. So Iverson's had a few walks, and now he plunks Dean to begin the inning. And Dean, that one didn't feel the best, I don't think. Hit him in the lower back. This one coming in on him, and ooh, ouch. He's going to be able to go. We mentioned they don't have much on the bench either, so.
Next up for the Hawks, second baseman Cole
So
Peltier.
Cole Peltier will be the hitter. Fouling that first pitch away. Peltier a strikeout, and then a comeback to the pitcher, so he's 0 for 2. At least the first two guys in the order have put the ball in play for the most part anyway, which it can't be said for a lot of their order. That one misses up and in. Throw to first. You know, in a way, if you're Cooper, you'd be tempted to maybe kind of get something going on the bases, but boy, you got a good catcher back there too. You don't want to give up a runner easily out there either. That one missing outside. Ooh, that one hit hard but foul past third as Peltier turned on that one. And interesting, for as few base runners they had, Cooper has had the leadoff man aboard here in 3 of the last 4 innings. A couple times on walks, and then this time hit by pitch. And once again, Cap and Iverson going to need to chat here. Tapper to third, it's juggled, and now the throw to first base will get away. Lead runner is going to advance, throw over to third, and that gets through and out of play, and a run will score. Dean in, and the Cooper bench and fans are pumped up as Peltier will reach on the error. And then they throw it around. Another error allows the run to score. So a pair of errors on the play on the Pirates, and now the tying run's all the way at third with nobody out. Wanted to go to second, then the throw just a little bit high. Corshane, it's off his glove, and then he turns and throws it away down the third baseline and out of play.
Next up for the Hawks, third baseman Chris Giroux.
So Chris Giroux will hit here. 2-1 ball game. Tying run at third as the infield comes in for the Pirates. Not a good time for the first 2 errors of the game there, right on that same play for the Pirates. There's a strike. Yeah, Asen, I'm sure, was thinking double play, and that's kind of, you know, he got ahead of himself a little bit and bobbled it. Dribbler to third. They're going to come home with this. Here's the throw. Not in time. Tie game as Peltier got a good jump and will beat the throw home. 2-2. Another look. Ball definitely gets there before him, but I think he did get the hand in. I get a pretty good look at it. Park Center going to come and ask about it. I know Cap, you know, kind of protested a little bit there, but I at first glance and even at that replay would probably say the call was correct. I mean, yes, the ball definitely got there before he touched the plate, but that's not all there is to it. So Herzog will be the batter here for Cooper. Still nobody out, a runner at first. Yeah, it's a little bit hard to tell from there because the umpire's kind of blocking our line of sight, but Cap acting surprised that it wasn't an out, but I mean, it was well done by the third baseman, Ace, in there, but it was just softly hit. Combination of that and Peltier got a really good jump. If you hesitate at all there, there's no way you're going to make it. And I think in that spot, it was a good gamble to take. If that ball had been hit really hard, it was a one-hopper right at him, then no, you probably don't go. But with as few of chances they had, if it's a 50-50 whether you think you should go or not, you got to go. And credit Peltier on that one. So the complexion of this one changes in the top of the sixth. Herzog 0 for 2. He struck out twice. Hawks still don't have a hit, but they've tied the game up now at 2-2. Popped up. Cap drifting back, and he will have room to make the catch. Nice play to find that ball near the backstop, so 1 out. Vetter will be the batter.
Next up, pitcher number 15, Owen Vetter.
It's an underrated skill. That's not that easy to go back, find a ball like that, especially when it's getting near the backstop. I mean, this is not a lot of room and foul ground behind the plate here. Yeah, about average, but strike to Vetter. He is 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts. There's another strike. Vetter knew the first one was a strike. That one he wasn't convinced was, but I'm sure in his head he's thinking, okay, I hope I get that one in the bottom of the inning. That one was outside. Tried to get him to chase. And a rip and a miss. Down on strikes for the third time in the game is Vetter. 2 outs now for Cooper, and Jack Berry will be the hitter.
Jack Berry.
Pitch over for a strike. Berry struck out his first time up, walked in the 5th, but was stranded at first. That one low and away, but Cap doing a nice job stopping it. There's a strike. 1 and 2 here to Berry as Iverson tries to limit the damage anyway, as Cooper's tied it up here in this top of the 6th. That one's outside. 2 and 2. Ooh, just got a piece of that one as he went off speed there. Berry was fooled a little bit, but did a good job of bat control there, just getting a little bit of that one. And a liner, but right at the first baseman there. And caught by Corshane. However, the Hawks do tie it up as they get 2 runs in the inning, no base hits. There were 2 costly errors by the Pirates on the same play, and 1 left aboard. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's 2-2.
CCX Media is the first place you go for local news and sports. But did you know you can sign up for those stories to go straight to your inbox on our website? Simply go to ccxmedia.org. Click on the subscribe button, and from there choose which notifications you want to receive. Then we'll send your favorite CCX Media news, sports, and city events straight to your inbox. Sign up now at ccxmedia.org.
Well, we have a new ball game here, tied up at 2 after the Pirates had a 2-0 lead since the bottom of the first. Kennedy Cap will lead it off. The 3-4-5 hitters coming up against Owen Vetter. Cap drives it down the left field line. That's going to be down for extra bases. Great start to the inning here for PCM as Cap will hang on at second base with a leadoff double. I mentioned haven't had very many hard hit balls today. That was one of them, and he put it in a great spot. No chance for any fielder to do anything about that one other than go retrieve it. Another look at that solid swing. Kakatovich will run at second base again as the courtesy runner for Cap. Nevin Johnson will be the hitter now for the Pirates. Laid off that one for a ball. Some different schools of thought here. You know, maybe you think about bunting, but this is their number 4 hitter here. And a hit presumably would score him from second anyway, so not terribly surprised to not see him bunting here. Tapping that one foul. Here, I guess the one thing if you're Park Center, you want to make sure you get that runner over somehow. I mean, if you're maybe not going to bunt, but at least if you can, put the ball on the ground to the right side, or even a fly ball that's long enough to move him over. And down the third base line, it's knocked down. There'll be no play available. And everybody's safe. That's going to be an infield hit for Johnson. It would have been a very difficult chance for Drew. And to his credit, he didn't try and throw that one too. So many times you see somebody try and throw this. So I'm confident in calling that a base hit, not an error. He did a pretty good job even just to knock it down. And again, smart play not to throw it. So Corshane will be the hitter, first and second, nobody out. Pops this one up. Infield fly rule is called, and one gone. So that was a much-needed play for Vetter and the Hawks as they get the out after the first 2 batters reached on base hits. Jason Knutson will be the hitter now for PCM. Takes that one for a ball. Knutson had a single last time up. 1 for 2. In the dirt and a good stop. This is a very key play to keep those runners from advancing too. You want to make sure not letting anything get away back there. Off speed missing. They haven't squared up all that many balls. Obviously that first one Cap did was well hit, but another one in the dirt, and Knutson will draw a walk. So the base is loaded with 1 out now for PCM. Timeout called here by Cooper. Don't know if they might lift Vetter here, or if it's more of a strategy talk and go after him. I mean, he's obviously pitched very well. They did not ask for the ball, so it looks like Vetter is presumably going to be staying in here. Yep, Vetter will keep the ball. Evan Goethals is the batter here for PCM.
Designated hitter, Evan Goethals.
2-2 ball game, bases loaded and 1 out, so the potential go-ahead run is at third base now. Cooper staying back in the middle at double play depth. That one is a strike. Obviously there's a force play at home too, which maybe changes strategy a little bit if you're a hitter or the offensive team. There's strike 2. That one missing up. 1-2. Key at bat here for both the offense and defense. And that one missing as well. 2-2. Nowhere to put him here. Now, if you're Goethals, though, you don't want to count on, a close pitch going your way either. Fouls this one back. Breaking ball up high. Again, the catcher trying to make it look good, but he brought that glove down quite a ways. I think when across the plate, it, at least from my vantage point, definitely did appear to be high. 3-2 pitch. Tap foul. Another full count offering. And it's popped up. Replayable at second. And the catch made for out number 2. Huge out there for Vetter, as he'll get that second out. And
Third baseman, Charlie Asen.
certainly the infielders can kind of, I don't want to say relax completely, but you don't have to be worried about cutting that run down at the plate. Charlie Asen is the hitter. Fly to left, and then he hit that sinking liner to center that Barry made a nice catch on in the 5th. Asen turns on this one and drives it out to right field, and that one is going to be down for extra bases and will clear the bases, it looks like. Asen digging for third, and he will be in with a 3-run triple. How about that? In a game where we haven't had much offense, Charlie Asen coming through in a big way there. And the Pirates retake the lead now at 5-2. A 3-run triple, and a very legit one at that. Just hit a gapper there out to right field. Wasn't misplayed or misjudged or anything. He just drove it a long way and easily gets third. And with 2 outs, obviously those runners don't have to hesitate. They can take off. They score easily. So Baylor Miller hitting now for PCM. Takes the ball. He is 0 for 2 today. A fly to center and a bouncer to short. That one is a strike. Vetter has kind of stayed the same guy out there, regardless of when things have been going good or in that time not as good. He's just kind of still getting back to it. And there's ball 4, so Miller will draw a walk. And top of the order up now, Nolan Schneider, as the Pirates look to keep adding on here. You know, it's interesting because they would have liked to just hold that 2-0 lead and maybe won the game that way, but at the same time, I think it's kind of good for their hitters and their offense to need to produce in the clutch here in the 6th inning. And, you get a memorable 3-run triple there that you didn't think you were going to need, but he bunts this one foul. Interesting. Not so much the decision there, but Schneider, that pitch was well out of the zone. Probably should have laid off it, but we said very good speed for him. So bunting his way on here is not a bad option necessarily. Now he hits this one through for a base hit, and another run will score. And it gets all the way through, and it's going to score 2 runs. Schneider digging for third, and he'll be in as now the offense erupting here for the Pirates. Make it a 7-2 game. Schneider hits this ball hard past short, and not a great angle taken on the ball in the outfield. I don't know. It's hard to call it an error because I don't think they really booted it, but seemingly shouldn't have got all the way through out there. So pitching change upcoming here for Cooper as Adam Asen gets set to bat. A 7-2 advantage for the Pirates now as they break it open here in the bottom half of the 6th. We'll take a timeout here, come back with more of this 6th inning as a good ball game here, and the Pirates now breaking it open.
CCX Media is the first place you go for local news and sports. But did you know you can sign up for those stories to go straight to your inbox on our website? Simply go to ccxmedia.org. Click on the subscribe button, and from there choose which notifications you want to receive. Then we'll send your favorite CCX Media news, sports, and city events straight to your inbox. Sign up now at ccxmedia.org.
Jack Berry moving in from center field to pitch now. The left-hander pitching to Adam Asen. Asen drives this one a long way out to right field, and that one is going to be down for a hit. Another run will score. Asen digging in, and second triple of the inning for an Asen as Adam follows Charlie. This one scoring 1 run after the 3-run triple by Charlie Asen. Now an 8-2 score.
Next up for the Pirates, number 3, Kennedy Cap.
And so Kennedy Cap will be the hitter. Cap started this inning with a double down the left field line. Boy, this one has really changed as it was a 2-0 game for a long time. Park Center, Columbia Heights, Maranatha scored 2 in the bottom of the 1st. They held that 2-0 lead until top of the 6th when Cooper got a couple of runs with the helps of 2 errors on 1 play. There were no, they still didn't have a hit, but tied it up, and it seemed like they kind of had the momentum. But then Cap started this inning in style with a double, and it's just kind of steamrolled from there, and they've put 6 on the board so far. And this one getting away, but not going to gamble there. Asen stays at third. Time granted here. Skies it out to short center. This one is a long run. It is going to fall in. Another run scores, and Cap realizes nobody's covering second. So he will hustle into second. Heads up base running there. Just skied that ball where nobody could get to it. Those are frustrating ones defensively. Doesn't help that the sun came back out full. I don't think it helped their cause in terms of getting a jump on it, but and then Cap taking advantage of the fact that everybody had run out to try and play that ball and nobody covered second. So gets into second with a double, his second of the inning, and now Johnson will hit. Johnson, an infield hit earlier this inning, drove in a run with a grounder in the first. Outside with that one. Kokatovic again running at second for Cap, by the way. And ball four, Johnson will draw a walk. Pretty good job of not, forcing the issue there. If he's not going to throw a strike, you just keep the train rolling.
First baseman, Will Corshane.
Corshane will be the hitter here. He popped up to second earlier this inning, which at the time seemed like a really big out, but boy, then things kind of unraveled shortly after that for Cooper. Actually, they did get after a walk, then they did get a second out on a pop out, and it looked like they might squeeze their way out of it, but then Charlie Asen had other ideas, blasting that 3-run triple. And then it's continued on from there. Corshane had an RBI single in the first, so he's 1 for 3. That one is a strike. Down low with that one. Three-two pitch upcoming here to Corshane. Missed away, and they're loaded up. He draws a walk. Back-to-back walks given by Barry. Bases full for Knutson.
Next up for the Pirates, right fielder Jason Knutson.
Knutson drew a walk earlier this inning and scored one of those, so far, 7 runs in the inning for the Pirates. He also had a single in the fourth. Fouling that one back off the catcher. Foul tip there. Barry trying to get out of this and give his team one more opportunity with the bats. Little pop up here. Vetter, did he get to it? Yes, able to make that catch. Foul ground, but it's a huge inning for the Pirates as they put 7 on the board. 9-2 after 6 here at Park Center.
Come alive in the 6th. And now lead at 9-2.
CCX Media is the first place you go for local news and sports. But did you know you can sign up for those stories to go straight to your inbox on our website? Simply go to ccxmedia.org. Click on the subscribe button, and from there choose which notifications you want to receive. Then we'll send your favorite CCX Media news, sports, and city events straight to your inbox. Sign up now at ccxmedia.org.
We head to the top of the 7th. What had been a fairly uneventful game. That changed a lot as Cooper got 2 in the 6th to tie it up. And then PCM answering with a 7-run bottom of the 6th inning. So they are very much in command at 9-2. As the bottom third of the order will come up here against Grant Iverson trying to finish off the Hawks. I guess that the only bit of bad news is that long inning, he was sitting for a long time. In fact, I saw him get up and throw a little bit in the bullpen even. Allen will begin the 7th for Cooper. Cut and a miss. He is 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts. In fact, the bottom third of the order has struck out 5 times in 6 plate appearances, and there it's 0-2. Up and away. I wouldn't be surprised if Iverson just goes fastball here to the bottom of the order and try and see if he can't mow him down, not throw too many pitches in this inning. Ooh, fouls that one away. Oh, and this one hits him. So Allen aboard. They started the 6th inning little rally by being hit by a pitch, and this one hits Allen. And Griffin Gilmore will be the hitter, and I wonder, they might have said, well, we'll give you an opportunity here to finish this one. But yep, they're going to take the ball, so his no-hitter is still intact, but hits the leadoff batter here to begin the 7th, and going to go to the pen here. So pitching change for PCM as Cooper trying to get things going here in the 7th. It's 9-2. We'll be back with the rest of our 7th inning here on CCX.
CCX Media is the first place you go for local news and sports. But did you know you can sign up for those stories to go straight to your inbox on our website? Simply go to ccxmedia.org. Click on the subscribe button, and from there choose which notifications you want to receive. Then we'll send your favorite CCX Media news, sports, and city events straight to your inbox. Sign up now at ccxmedia.org.
Welcome back. Nevin Johnson coming on in relief here in the top of the 7th. Runner at first, nobody out. For the Pirates, Johnson has been a relief specialist this year, making his 5th appearance, all of them in relief. 0-1 with 1 save in 4 2/3 innings and an ERA of 4.5. Facing Griffin Gilmore now for Cooper, the number 8 hitter in their lineup. Had a walk and a strikeout, and again, no hits allowed. Quite an impressive outing here. Iverson not going to be able to finish it, but he goes 6+ innings, no hits. Walked 3, struck out 13. And that's a 1-hopper. They get the out at second. Let's see. No, he's going to be ruled. Okay, out on the play at second. No chance to finish the double play.
Next up for Cooper, catcher Riley Beersma.
Another look as it was short hopped, and then the throw, and then he ruled on the transfer. Biersba will be the hitter here. He struck out twice. Probably not too disappointed that that Iverson's not still out there, although Johnson's a good pitcher as well. Missed with that one. Breaking ball is a nice one over for a strike. Ooh, another sharp breaking ball there and a called third strike. Out number 2.
Next up for the Hawks, shortstop.
And the leadoff hitter Wyatt Dean will step in. This ball has a lot of spin. 2 gone. Dean 0 for 2 and then was hit by a pitch and scored in the 6th inning as the Hawks fought back to tie it up without the benefit of a hit. Got away from Cap, but not very far, and obviously no real reason to gamble there. I think that one might have been stopped by the umpire's leg. One of the few that Cap has really had any trouble with. He's just a good receiver back there. Lifted down the right field side, but foul. Johnson trying to close it down. The margin's big enough that it's not a safe situation, but still trying to finish off what was started by Iverson. Boy, and you have to wonder, too, that breaking ball, called third strike, and he ends it in style, a combined no-hitter for Iverson, and then finished off by Nevin Johnson. So Cooper in the 7th inning, no runs, no hits, and 1 left aboard. So final in this one, Park Center, Columbia Heights, Maranatha 9 and Cooper 2. Again, the combined no-hitter. Iverson 6 innings, span 13. Johnson came in, pitched the last inning, and struck out 2 more. As the Pirates win for the 11th time of the year. Good luck to both these teams heading down the home stretch of the season, and thanks to both coaches for all of their information here. So final score in this one, PCM 9 and Cooper 2. So long from Park Center.